Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing some Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at some smash burgers. A couple different ways to do them. Some may be unexpected, but let's go. Yes. So first things first is your traditional smash burger. This is just done with beef. You use about 3 to 4 ounce balls. Okay, so this is pretty rip-roaring hot here now. It's about 462, 450, so that is perfect here. We're going to be putting on these 2 big old balls. Yes, there we go. That's what the sound I like to hear. All right. Then directly afterwards, grabbing a whole bunch of onions, just putting it right on top there, just kind of loading it on. It's okay if they fall off. That means they'll just caramelize, basically. I'm not too good at stacking them, though. Usually they need to be rings, but I didn't have any onion that I was cut correctly, so we're kind of going with that, though. We'll just throw the extras over there. Perfect. Then, with our burger press and some parchment paper, just make sure to give it a good old smash. Do the same thing on the other one here. There we go. That looks divine. All right, while that's starting to cook, we're going to take our spices here. Just gonna, right like that. A little more on this one. Not too much, we just want to have a little bit of spice. I got my buns toasting over on this side here. When you're toasting buns, you do want to move this down just a little bit. When you're toasting, you do want to move the bread around. That's the best way to ensure that it's actually getting toasted evenly. I do use a thin layer of mayonnaise on the buns to get them toasty. Oh yeah, look at that, there we go. That's a little burnt, but perfect actually. It's time to give these little baddies a flip-a-rooney, I believe. Woo! Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, get over there. There we go. And then quickly, we're going to put a slice of American cheese on each of them. Very quickly now. Super fast, just like so. I might have smashed them a bit too hard. Just a little too hard, I think. But that's okay. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, let's get that. Put that right on top there. Good old double-decker. Yes. Got a little bit of the extra onions here too. That's going to be good. And oh, I got. Take that, put that over there really quick. Grab these. See if I can't put them on top. There we go. We're going to call this good. Going to put this on the top bun. Just slide it off onto the bottom bun here. All right, so here we go with the original smash burger. And I'll tell you what, this thing, super easy to make on the griddle. If you don't have a griddle, you can use a cast iron pan. Do the same thing, just smash it down with a spatula as thin as possible. These were about 3.5 ounce balls that I used. I should probably go down to a 3 ounce ball. Super simple mixture, but I mean, just look at that thing. Look at that. Oh, that is so good. So it's time to take an inaugural bite here. And I think it's going to go right here. It's good, beefy, juicy. Those onions really help keep it within that level. I have a couple pickles, a little tomato, a little burger sauce, but otherwise than that, it's just this. Smash burgers are really simple, and I highly suggest to give this one a try. Moving on to the next one. All right, now that we have this ripping hot here, you can tell with the smoke coming off of this here that it is time. Now this is chicken, so with the chicken here, we do need a little bit of oil to help make sure that it doesn't stick. So just a little bit goes a long way here. With this, I have the other burner over here down a little bit. We're looking about 450 or 500 here. So just right like that. There we go. I like to use parchment paper or wax paper here. Gonna let this sit for just a second. So now what we can do, now that it's seared on one side, turn it over. Turn it over just like so. And give it a good little smash. Now, if you hear me coughing, the reason why is because this chicken has also been mixed with some minced up jalapeno. So I'm getting a little bit of jalapeno spice in here. I've also mixed it up with a Pilsner jalapeno lime spice, and I'll show that here in the edit. So no other kind of seasoning is going on here. I do want to get a little bit of oil around this here. There we go. Just give it a little bit of a fried edge. Just a little bit. We don't need a lot. Now the reason why I have this one so turned down is because I'm cooking for both myself and for Crumpet this time. So we're going to be toasting 2 sets of buns here with a little bit of mayo on each of them. Just a little bit. It creates a much better toast, honestly, than butter does. Shouldn't really be using a lot though, especially if you're trying to eat healthy, but a little bit is okay in moderation. See, I put way too much mayo in the bowl here, but that's okay. I'll make sure it doesn't go to waste. Bun down, bun down. Another bun has been put down. There we go. Now with this, we're gonna turn it up just a little bit. We're gonna get this toast a little bit faster because these are starting to go. But one thing here that we do want to see is we're starting to see a little bit of fat rise up here from the chickens, which is good. Now with the bread, we do want to make sure we move it around a little bit. That makes sure to get it more of an even toasting here. All right, just keep that in mind. Now check one here. There we go. Yep, looking good. Now remember, with this stuff, there's not a lot of oil or fat coming out of it. This is actually a boneless, skinless chicken breast that I ground up with the jalapenos. So we're not getting a lot of stuff on there. I love this thing, by the way. This big old burger flipper for Blackstone. Like, I'm obviously not like being paid to sponsor anything, but it is nice. All right, so one thing that we're gonna be doing here, we're not gonna be using any kind of mustard or mayo or ketchup on this because we're going for a little bit more of a healthy kick, okay? This is an alternative, but we're using Ithaca hummus, and it's a jalapeno lime infused. You get the theme here? Jalapeno with the chicken. I got a jalapeno lime Pilsner spice inside the chicken as well. Yes, I do believe you finally get it there. Okay, let's check. Toasted. Almost toasted. This hummus is really delicious, by the way. Picked it up at Costco. So, not sure if you can see it, but I'm just putting a little bit on each bun. The serving is 2 tablespoons, but really you don't even need 2 tablespoons worth to get a good covering on either side. All right, so first off, the spice that I used to infuse the chicken, not only did I use some diced up jalapenos, I actually put it all together in a food processor. I also put in a little bit of this jalapeno lime Pilsner from Derek Wolf. It's a beer infused rub. I found it at Ace Hardware, of all places. We got this beautiful looking bastard right here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Dig right into that. We got some avocado, tomatoes, the jalapeno hummus right on top of that. Here's the thing. You don't always got to use beef to have a smashed burger. I know burger usually means beef, but in most people's eyes, but there are some people with dietary restrictions or cholesterol restrictions. Chicken is a really good substitution if you need to lower your cholesterol and use lean meats. So this is the number 2 of the 3 types of smash burgers. Up next, I think you might know where we're going with, but it's kind of impossible. All right, so the first thing that I've done here is I turn on both burners here. I have this far right burner on low. I have this second burner, or the first burner here, on about medium I'd say, schmedium even. Just checking now, we don't want to be too hot, because what I want to do first here is caramelize some onions. We do have this going at about 240 degrees though, which is what I like. So, here's what we're going to do. Just get a little bit of olive oil down there really quick. Just a little bit, as you can see. Not a lot. I mean, there is a lot there, but I'm just take some onions and get them right there like that. Here we go. There's the rest of them. Just make sure they get nice and coated. We're going to basically try and caramelize these as best we can. It's going to take about maybe 20 minutes to do these. You don't have to do this step, but look, it's an Impossible Burger, okay, using the Impossible Burger meat. Now, I cheated. I grabbed a frozen one, let it thaw out, balled it up, and we're going to be using that as a smash. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing also. The smell from that thing, even when frozen, when you open up the bag, smells like someone died and shit their pants, okay? I'm not even kidding. So why people want to put stuff in their bodies that smell like that? Well, you don't have a lot of options sometimes, but we are going to be exploring a lot more different ways to eat healthier. So yeah, we're just going to let this go and do its thing. And we'll be back. Yeah, I figured at the same time while I'm waiting here, just going to toast up the buns really quick. I like them lightly toasted myself, but one of the tricks to toasting buns, or any kind of bread really, is you got to constantly move it. I would be normally doing like a lot more onions, but I mean, this is just for one whole little burger. So, I'm not really having to worry about it. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, going to put them all over in this corner, just like that there. We're going to turn the heat up. We're going to get this ripping hot here for the actual meat. All right, so we're looking at about 480 here. We have this going just fine. We want it to be smoking because that lets us know that it's rip roaring hot. And that's how we do things. So we're going to take some olive oil here. Because Impossible Burgers do not have really any fat in them, we're going to have to introduce the fat. So, spread the oil around like so. Take the Impossible Burger right like that. Parchment over the burger press. Press it down good and hot. Just like so. Next thing we're going to do here, we're going to take some seasoning. Now this is seasoning that I made up here. This is your SBGCO. It is granulated black pepper with some sea salt, some garlic powder, some onion powder, and also, why can't I think of it? It's spicy. There's a spice in there, a red spice that starts with a C. But I can't remember it for the life of me. Cayenne pepper. How are we looking on the buns? Oh yeah, the buns are looking good. Okay. Onions are looking fantastic. As you notice, this thing is much bigger than the actual buns here. I pressed down a bit too hard, but that's kind of impressive for one frozen patty. Let's take a look here, give it a good flip. There we go. Yep. We want it to be as thin as possible, simply because this stuff here, it's all plant-based, right? So there's no grease in the middle, no nothing like that. So we want it to cook quickly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take, adding a little bit of olive oil back onto it here. That way it kind of soaks into it, keeps it a little juicy. We don't want it to dry out. That's one of the big problems with Impossible Burger stuff and plant-based instead of meat, is that it dries out rather quickly. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right. Gonna take this and plop it right on the bottom bun like so. This is a big thing here. Take our onions. Get them right in the middle. Just like that. And then I have some other things we're going to put on too. I got some sliced up tomatoes. And I got avocado. And instead of using mayonnaise and mustard or ketchup, we're actually going to be using a jalapeno hummus for the bun here for like the little dressing. So, but for now, I'm going to call this good. This is one of the problems of being tall. It's trying to find out where the camera goes for when you're sitting and you're in frame. So everything else don't seem so insane. Here we are with the finished product here. What I did was, since it was so big, I actually, once I put the onions on, I folded the impossible meat over the onions to kind of make a little pocket. Then we just have simply 2 slices of tomato, 4 slices of avocado, and a jalapeno hummus instead of any kind of dressing. So, first time making this is kind of like an experiment at the same time, but I'm really curious to see how all of this goes. You really can't taste with the spices that were used in the cooking style, you really can't taste the plant-based meat on this, which is a plus for me because I'm not a big fan of like the Impossible or the Beyond Meat flavors. But by cooking it this flat, you're basically kind of searing it on both sides. You're getting that nice Maillard. And with the spices, they really do help kick in and kind of give it more of a barbecue flavor at the same time. The onions help. The dog barking does not help, but the tomato's good. The avocado adds a little bit of creaminess, kind of like the mayo, along with the hummus adds that little spicy jalapeno kick. So we got a little bit of a spicy burger going on here, which is totally no meat whatsoever. So if you're one to eat healthy or heart healthy like I now have to do, which means cutting out a lot of red meat, unfortunately. I'm still going to be doing some red meat, just not a lot. This might be a thing for you. But we're going to be doing a lot of experimentation on this channel now. Because I want to live a long, long time. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've gone this far, please consider leaving a like, maybe even subscribe. That would be much appreciated. Share this with your friends, with your family. And this is a PBR Grillo's Pickle Beer. So, that actually goes really well. I'm actually impressed. That's good. That is good. So there we go. Pick up a Grillo's Pickle Pabst Blue Ribbon beer and make yourself an Impossible Burger. And I'll tell you what, this is much better than the Impossible Whopper. At least in my opinion. In my opinion matters.